The Rise and Fall of the Mongol Empire by Aryaman Shokla. In the year 1206, when Temujin, son of Yasugi, was elected as Genghis Khan on the banks of the Onon River, then began the rise of the largest contiguous land empire in history. Genghis Khan, with his enigma, led an obscure group of Central Asian nomads from the steppes of Europe to establish an empire that was 5 times the size of the Roman Empire. These following slides will unfold the story of the Mongols, their rise, power, reach, and ultimately their fall. First, let's look at the key events during the Mongol rule. 1206, Genghis Khan, originally named Temujin, united the various Mongol tribes under his leadership. He was proclaimed as the Great Khan by the Kurultai, which is an assembly of the leaders of the Mongol tribes. This marked the formal establishment of the Mongol Empire. In 1211, Genghis Khan led a series of campaigns against the Western Xia dynasty in northwestern China and vassalized the region. In 1214, Genghis Khan waged a series of campaigns against the Jin dynasty in northern China. In 1219 was the siege of the Bukhara and Samarkand. Both were in Central Asia and prominent centers of culture, trade, and scholarship. In 1220, Tughlaq, Genghis Khan's son, seized Baghdad and looted the city, causing social and political disturbance in the region. In 1227, Genghis Khan succumbed to his wounds fighting a battle against Western Xia. Ogedai Khan was proclaimed the successor by the Kurultai. In 1260, the Toluid War began, which was between Kublai Khan and his younger brother, Arik Bokeh, over the succession to the throne of the Mongol Empire. This resulted in the empire being split into 4 khanates, each ruled by a descendant of Genghis Khan. In 1271, the Yuan dynasty was officially proclaimed by Kublai Khan, establishing the Mongol rule over China. In 1337, the Treaty of Tokcha reduced conflict among the Mongols, especially between the Ilkhanate and the Chagatai, leading to stability in the empires. In 1368, the Yuan dynasty was overthrown by the Zhou Wanzang, marking the end of the Mongol rule and the establishment of the Ming dynasty. In 1370, Tamerlane emerged as a powerful leader and gradually expanded his authority, eventually overthrowing the Ilkhanate and Chagatai Khanates. In 1480, the Battle of Kulikovo was between Ivan I and the Golden Horde, where the Russians successfully defeated the Golden Horde in the Kievan Rus and established the Romanov dynasty. 1480 was the Battle of Kulikovo, and it was between Ivan I and Golden Horde, where the Russians successfully defeated the Golden Horde in the Kievan Rus and established the Romanov dynasty. The rise of Genghis Khan. Although Genghis Khan, like other Mongol rulers, had a short lifespan because of his exceptional military skills, he was able to conquer a vast territory. Politically, his strategic vision gained him the loyalty of his followers. He focused on trust from the Mongol tribes and implemented the ruthless Yasa code of law for discipline. Later, through diplomacy and might, he united the Mongols and embraced Pax Mongolica. Economics. As the territory under the Mongol Empire expanded, he protected trade routes, reviving the Silk Roads for safe and prosperous long-distance trade. Tribute and taxes funded military, infrastructure, and governance, boosting economic activities. Religion. Originally under Genghis Khan, Mongols practiced shamanism and animistic spiritual traditions. However, the conquered were allowed to retain their own customs and religions. Society. Mongol culture had a hierarchical structure led by Genghis Khan, followed by the aristocracy and nobility. The common people, including herders and artisans, occupied the lower ranks. Loyalty, honor, and military prowess held great importance in Mongol society. Technology and innovation. The Mongols safeguarded trade routes, reviving the Silk Route for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. Tributes and taxes from conquered regions funded military, infrastructure, and governance, promoting economic activities. They rose to power with the use of gunpowder. Art. Mongols developed their own script, the Mongol script, based on the Uyghur script. They excelled in brocade, embroidery, and calligraphy. Skilled artisans crafted intricate metalwork, incorporating cultural motifs. Yurts, or portable dwellings, symbolize the nomadic lifestyle, offering flexibility and ease of transportation. In 1227, Genghis Khan succumbed to his wounds in a battle against Western Xia. The Kurultai consisted of leaders from various tribes and regions within the Mongol Empire. In 1229, they elected Genghis Khan's third son, Ogedai, as his successor. Ogedai Khan also established a capital city for the Mongols at Karakoram and extended the Pax Mongolica. Later, the Mongol Empire was divided into 4 khanates that would be ruled by his sons and grandsons. These were the Golden Horde, Ilkhanate, Chagatai Khanate, and the Yuan dynasty. Developments in the Golden Horde. Politically, Batu Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, extended the empire from the Carpathian Mountains in Eastern Europe to Siberia. Under him, they had absolute and centralized rule. Territories were divided among appointed princes or governors, and it was also often controlled by military alliances and tribute payments. Economics. Pax Mongolica fostered improved trade and safer trade routes. This allowed the Mongols to tax commerce successfully and improve their economy. The Golden Horde controlled valuable resources such as furs, precious metals, and agricultural produce. Religion. Burkay Khan, a Golden Horde ruler, embraced Islam and protected significant religious sites. He halted the westward expansion by his cousin, Huayligu Khan, ruler of the Ilkhanate, which safeguarding religions under Mamluks in important cities like Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem. Society. The ruling elite, including Mongol rulers and military, held positions of power in a hierarchical society. Conquered peoples were integrated and intermarriage was common. This resulted in a diverse cultural tapestry and territorial expansion, as in the case of Özbek Khan, who married a Chagatai princess. Technology and innovation. The Golden Horde fostered cultural exchanges, leading to advancements in agriculture, medicine, and architecture. They promoted the exchange of ideas and translated works from different cultures, contributing to knowledge and innovation. Art. The Golden Horde embraced diverse artistic expressions, including storytelling, music, and epic poetry. They patronized the arts, blending styles from Persian, Chinese, Turkic, and other cultures, resulting in a rich artistic diversity. Distinctive style known as Mongol Gothic emerged. Developments in the Ilkhanate. Politically, Huayligu Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, was appointed by his brother, Möngke Khan, to capture Baghdad under the Abbasids at that point. With the siege of Baghdad, Iran, Iraq, and Turkey came under the control of the Mongols. Dual administrative structure combining Persian and Mongol officials provided continuity and stability. The shifting capital cities reflected changes in regional dynamics. Over time, administration developed its own identity, which was distinct from the traditional Mongol Empire. Economics. Trade promotion led to the growth of urban centers, particularly Tabriz. Agricultural advancements boosted productivity. Tax collection was managed by the Persian bureaucracy. Religion. Initially, Mongol rulers followed shamanistic beliefs. The Ilkhans later converted to Islam, with Sunni and Shia sects represented. Under Alaj one of the most prominent rulers of the Ilkhanate, religious tolerance was practiced, which further led to the stability of the Mongol Empire. Society. Mongol nobility assimilated into Persian society, adopting language, customs, and art. The Ilkhanate fostered a multicultural society with diverse religious communities coexisting. Technology and innovation. The Ilkhanate supported scientific and scholarly pursuits, translating works into Persian and fostering intellectual progress. Persian scholars like Nasir al-Din al-Tusi and Rashid al-Din made notable contributions in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and history. Art. Persian arts thrived, particularly poetry, calligraphy, and miniature painting. Notable poets and impressive architectural structures emerged as rich artistic achievements of the Ilkhanate. Works of poets like Sadi, Hafez, and Rumi reached great heights of excellence during this time. Developments of the Chagatai Khanate. Politically, Chagatai Khan, son of Genghis Khan, became the supreme ruler after the Great Khan had captured the region from the declining Seljuk Empire. Bukhara, Tashkent, Samarkand, Kashgar, Kabul, and Turfan came under the rule of the Chagatai Khan. Mongol Tuareg laws governed inheritance, property rights, and punishment. A messaging network called Yam was established for communication. Economics. Beys as local officials managed land taxes and were rewarded with estates. Military campaigns brought wealth, precious items, and slaves as spoils of war. Tariffs came from Silk Road trade as well. Religion. The ruling elite practiced Tengrism, a traditional Mongol belief system. Various religions coexisted, including Islam, Buddhism, Shamanism, and Nestorian Christianity. However, Chagatai Khanate showed less tolerance towards non-Muslims compared to other Mongol empires. Society. Peasants formed a significant portion of the population. Slavery existed through warfare, raids, or purchase. Mongols and Turkic warriors were organized into units called tumens under military leaders. Technology and innovation. Pax Mongolica continued to offer stability, exchange of ideas, and knowledge among scholars, merchants, and travelers. This led to advancements in science, math, and art across the empire. Art. Chagatai literature, influenced by Persian genres, it developed a distinct style. Translations of works by Persian poets and the use of Chagatai language, particularly in Babur's court, showcased literary achievements. Art. Chagatai literature, influenced by Persian genres, developed a distinct style. Translations of works by Persian poets and the use of Chagatai language, particularly in Babur's court, showcased literary achievements. Persian poets translated Khosrau's epic and Saudi's Gulistan because of literary works. Chagatai language was later adopted in Babur's court in Babur-Nameh. Developments in the Yuan dynasty. Politically, Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, extended the empire beyond Manchuria and the Jin dynasty by defeating the Song. He established the Yuan dynasty in 1271, moving the capital to Dadu, now Beijing. The Yuan dynasty implemented the Zihui-Zhang policy, incorporating diverse ethnic groups into the administration. Persian Muslims held powers of position and governance. Meritocracy played a significant role, although the traditional Chinese civil service exam system was abolished. Economics. The Yuan dynasty regulated prices and collected profits through state monopolies on industries and goods like salt, iron, tea, and wine. Estates produced commodities to support the imperial court. Paper currency was minted to prevent counterfeiting. Religion. Islam, Sufi Islam in particular, gained followers among the local population, alongside Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, and Nestorian Christianity. Major cities had Muslim commodities, while various religions coexisted without a state religion. Society. The ruling elite consisted of Mongols, with its social status determined by birth and occupation. The social hierarchy promoted Confucian values of filial piety and respect for authority. Technology and innovation. Persian Muslims brought advancements to China, enriching Chinese scholarship and traditional medicine. Their influence extended to art, literature, calligraphy, music, and architecture. Art. Cultural exchanges between the Mongols and Islam led to diverse artistic expressions. Persian scholars, artists, and merchants contributed to art, literature, calligraphy, music, and architecture, leaving a lasting impact on the cultural landscape of the Yuan dynasty. Finally, the fall of the empires. The Golden Horde. After Ozbek Khan's death in 1341, the empire faced succession crisis. This descended into a series of power struggles and internal conflicts among rival factions. The decline continued until 1480, when Ivan III refused to pay further tribute to the Golden Horde, and the Romanovs came to power. For the Ilkhanate, it faced multiple threats from within and without the empire. After Tamerlane in 1370 attacked, the region was occupied by the Ottomans and the Safavids. The Chagatai declined due to weak leadership and succession disputes. Tamerlane also formed the Timurid Empire here in 1370. As for the Yuan, the White Lotus Society was led by Zhui Wanzang, and it led to the decline of the dynasty and the establishment of the Ming dynasty. In 1368, his forces officially captured the Yuan capital of Dadu. Under the Mongol Empire, some distinct continuities were that local rulers maintained authority. This provided stability and continuity in governance and administration. Mongols themselves converted to religions such as Islam and Buddhism, leading to the continued spread of these religions. Aspects of local cultures were maintained and incorporated into the Mongol traditions. Continuity in beliefs and religion under Mongols allowed various faiths to coexist and flourish. Cultural synthesis led to a continuity in social structures, artistic expressions, and religious practices in the post-classical era. Changes. A significantly vast region of Asia and Eastern Europe came under the influence of one single dynasty, the Mongols. Mongol ruthlessness and conquest wiped out several flourishing regions, such as the city of Baghdad and the Jin dynasty. The Mongols implemented the yasa, which was a common law. Although it provided ease in administration, of the diverse regions, its ruthlessness instilled fear of the Mongols. Connections were strengthened with the safety and expansion of the Silk Roads. Pax Mongolica helped trade flourish and increase cultural exchange. However, with the increase in trade and exchange came disease and the Black Death, which led to the demise of the empire. These are my citations. Thank you.